You know how we've been talking about not doing an intro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Riddle me piss, boys.
Stop. No, come on. I've been editing this show for 10 fucking years without complaint. I'm not going to, I simply won't allow this to happen. Like I'm playing the card that I feel like I am owed for that extra work and saying like that this won't be in the show.
You know, I know. But riddle me piss, boys.
Justin, will you talk to him?
My name is Justin McElroy. My brother meets and invites you for the Modular. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm the riddle master.
That's Travis.
I'm a sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy. And Travis, can I say something? You're obviously trying to be quiet so as not to wake up a young person, and so like, yeah, there's something even fucking worse about him.
It's worse.
Riddle me piss.
It's worse. He's in my ear. I hate it.
Me piss needs riddled.
No, that's nothing.
Riddle me piss me riddles.
We've never really gotten into what that title means, but does the Riddle Master urinate in some sort of bowl that then we're supposed to splash around? What's up with that, Trav?
When you get the answer correct, I piss a little.
Okay, sweet, man. Fuck yeah. Let's do it. Now I'm on board.
This one was sent in by Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan. If a chicken says all chickens are liars, is the chicken telling the truth?
No. Next question.
Well, I'm going to say yes. So certainly we've broken your spell, right? Because he said no and I said yes. So the spell is broken. One of the correct answers is out there.
Answer, chickens cannot talk.
That's actually a pretty good riddle.
That's actually a good riddle.
Is it? Is it? Because that seems like if you said you walk up to two statues and one statue says one of us always tells the lie and one of us always tells the truth. And I'm like, oh, I think the one on the right. And you're like, no, fuck you. Statues don't talk, idiot.
Yeah, bud, that's a good solution to the riddle because it's a little brain twisty. And Trav, can I say something? This bit is fucking dead and you just killed it because that was a good riddle. And now you're the asshole.
Chickens cannot talk is a good... Maybe
no, I think I want to call bullshit because if you say if in the riddle, you are creating a reality in which this supposition is true. If then, right? Mm-hmm. So it would be like me saying, if my Buick got into a crash,
no,
would it still be drivable? And then you like thought about it, and then I would say, the correct answer is I don't have a Buick. And it's like, okay, but we've already established the framework in which the if is true.
Thank you.
So the if assumes that the chicken is talking.
What it should say is, if a chicken says all chickens are liars, is the chicken telling the truth? Answer, chickens cannot talk, and you should probably seek help. Like then what you've established is, I know that you think that chicken said all chickens are liars, but my friend, chickens cannot talk, and I'm worried about you.
Can I just dip in here real quick to assuage the audience's fears and concerns and say that Justin...
Well, you're going to assuage the audience's fears and concerns. I'm going to go take a nap. I'll be back in 45 minutes once you've addressed all these concerns.
Justin does have a Buick. He's always talking about his big, beautiful Buick Enclave. And I know people when Justin said that, you were like, wait a minute, has he been lying about his incredible Buick Enclave this whole time? And I just want you to know that was Justin. Say psych.
Psych.
Thank you. All of that fan art would have gone to waste.
Of you riding around in your big fucking Buick, hanging out the
beautiful Buick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the fan art where people drew Justin as a big, beautiful Buick Enclave.
Oh, that's
Any
cool.
fan art in which I am not depicted behind the wheel of my big, beautiful Buick Enclave is actually non-canonical.
Yeah.
It is only canonical if I'm like in the Buick Enclave with tunes blasting.
Yeah.
And I got the pedal to the sort of halfway to the metal at a safe speed.
Yeah. I saw a piece.
You have a cold brew waiting for you at home.
Yes.
Where you will not be driving.
And that's hard to depict an object that is that far away. But Juice, one time on Tumblr, I saw you driving a Chevy Cruze, and I reported it. I reported, and the user was promptly arrested.
Yeah, I love driving my big beautiful Buick.
We know.
one thing I do is that I leave the passenger side airbag inflated so I can sleep in there because I never
nice.
want to leave it. Yeah, it's nice.
That's
Your
a
family
fucking-
does miss you, by the way.
My family should be a Buick.
But
if they
Sydney
want
called
my
me and
affection.
told me to ask you to please come inside from the garage. You've just been
Well-
recording in the Buick and eating in the Buick. And,
Well, does Sydney have a Hemi?
I haven't asked.
Does she go honk honk when she talk? No.
No.
She get 18 city, 26 highway?
No.
Is she a mid-sized luxury SUV?
No.
She's not my beautiful Buick Enclave.
What would you say, just to guesstimate, Sydney's towing capacity is? Is it 1,500
boy.
pounds? Is it
Oh,
1,500
no, not even
pounds?
close.
Probably
There's
not.
no way. Maybe 1,200?
Jeez. Just another way in which Sydney doesn't really measure up to the 2020 Buick Enclave.
I love my children, but what they don't have is a refined powertrain
That's true.
that
Yeah.
is going to give you a gentle ride. They have very little space for cargo also.
But, Justin, can your Buick give you a hug?
You're missing the point,
You don't
Travis.
understand, Travis. The Buick has this smart slide second row that makes room for all the big groceries Justin buys every week.
Yeah.
Did my kids get called by U.S. News and World Report a car? They did it, right?
Huh.
So no, they're not a car. They're not my big, beautiful Buick Enclave.
I guess that's true.
That's cool.
The saddest irony is I bought this big, beautiful Buick Enclave to tow my family around.
Yeah.
Right.
But the Buick Enclave became a found family for me. I have connected myself to it in every available porthole and sort of orifice, a car orifice that it possesses. I am turning myself into a Matrix-like human.
Now, it is not a Toyota
Hybrid with-
Matrix, Justin. It is a big,
No,
beautiful
don't.
Buick Enclave.
Right. That's a good point. Thank you.
So this is like in Lawnmower Man, except instead of connecting yourself to a lawnmower, you're connecting yourself to a car.
Yeah.
It's not a lawnmower. It's a beautiful
I know. Listen, I know.
2020 Buick Enclave.
Now, what if your children asked to get in the Buick with you?
Oh, there's a whole delousing process. It's like the Andromeda strain. They have to walk through a sort of antiseptic goo. They
Yeah.
wade through that.
That's a good point.
Because I will say about the Buick Enclave, the interior stains like hysterically easily. Like
Yeah.
I sneezed in there, and there's been a sort of beige spot on the passenger seat that I just cannot get rid of.
And you
Now
know what?
listen,
When
my
that
kids are
happened-
gonna have. If my kids want to sit in my big beautiful Buick Enclave, they're gonna have lots of options. There's 3 rows of first class seating in this bad boy.
Wow.
Yeah, with got that chestnut interior, and
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really nice. It's a beautiful. I mean, they have so many options, except the option to come into the car and sit in it.
Yeah.
They can't sit in Daddy's new wife. Is I guess what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
But wife is so reductive.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because it's also like my father.
And it's also like
Ah.
yourself.
This car is everything to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what you can't get with a Buick Enclave?
What?
Within 6 feet of me. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I don't get out of the Enclave.
Okay.
Oh, I see. It's a large vehicle. I think.
Once the dining room is reopened at McDonald's, I'm just going to drive my Enclave straight into it.
This is probably a bad time to mention this, but this week's episode.
There's no bad time in my Buick Enclave.
I know.
Time has no meaning.
This
It's got
week's-
let me open the sunroof so I can use the included sundial to tell what time it is, and then I'll tell you if it's a bad time for this.
This week's episode is sponsored by Ford.
Wow, that is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I guess we
Oh.
better start. Well, anyway, I've got this new 2016 Ford Explorer. That's really it makes me want to barf saying
can't
good
do
things
it.
about Ford. It
I
makes me
can't do it.
I really want to I really want to throw up. The 2019 Ford Fiesta.
Do not throw up in the Buick.
No, I would never.
It's got this. I can't stop talking about my beautiful car. It's got a 3.6 LV6 SIDI with VVT.
Whoa!
I don't want to tell tales out of school, and maybe I'll have to cut this out. But I feel like if your big beautiful Buick Enclave,
oh boy, even you saying it makes me happy and sad. Because get it out your mouth.
Yeah, if it drove right at a 2019 Ford Fiesta in a parking lot, even you're backing up, you're not looking where you're going. You're going to crunch one of these like a Bigfoot monster car. Yep. So this thing's a tin can. It won't protect your family like the Buick Enclave. The Buick Enclave will die for you and your family.
The Buick Enclave. I'm talking about 0% APR for 84 months, guys. These deals are wild.
That's a steal, Justin. You're basically taking the Buick from the dealership at that point.
And Justin, tell me about the curves and what they do, how they satisfy you. The curves.
Oh boy, they got. You can get a personalized look. They got enhanced functionality and utility. There's assist steps if you want to go that route.
No way.
Yeah.
They got universal tablet holders to rear seat entertainment, all kinds of great options to keep the kids occupied. Not that my kids are allowed in it.
Right. Listen, I don't want to burn myself out talking about the Buick. Because listen, we have a lot of weeks of us talking about the Buick ahead of us.
Listen, you buy accessories for this thing online, you're going to get free ground shipping. You know why? Because everybody at Buick loves driving around the Buick so much, they take it as a delight, as a treat to drive to West Virginia to hand deliver it. Because that's more time they get in the Buick.
I will say, I know I just sponsored the idea of moving on, but I will say I love it when you buy a Buick at the Buick dealership, and every time you do, everybody celebrates because they know how happy the Buick is going to make you because it makes them so fucking happy too.
I had a bris the first time, a traditional bris, the first time that I bought a Buick. And then when I came back 3 weeks later for another Buick, they said, it's time for another bris.
Now, wait,
and I said, I don't know how we're gonna do it twice. I want the Buick for sure. They said, okay, so you do want the Buick. You can't have a Buick without the bris. That's what I have been told.
You just kind of dropped the piece of information, Justin. Do you own two big, beautiful Buick Enclaves?
Two in the East Wing. Yes,
okay.
There are two East Wing Buicks because one was lonely. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
And I am buying them a son.
Yeah.
So there's a third one.
A Buick son. Yeah.
Yes, it is their adopted son. They sadly cannot reproduce independently. I have to buy a new Buick to suit their needs.
So I guess just like I'm fucking disappointed in you for saying you didn't own a Buick. Like, how could you even joke about shit like that?
Yeah.
There's nothing funny about Buicks, as we've proven. I just love this big car.